Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. Oh, out of space. It's a seam route, and he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
The dream start for this offense. You get the ball at 25, and you go 75 yards, play one. Everybody excited, everybody confident, everybody jacked up. That's the way you start a football game.
He'll bring it out. It's Turner. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Smith. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
Pressure coming. Quarterback now on the run. Still looking. Kept it, and he's past the marker. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Klubnik. Hauls it in. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Back to pass on 2nd down. Pulls it in, it's Williams. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
That had to be a coverage bust because there's no way one of the best receivers in the country was that wide open. Somebody on defense wasn't where they were supposed to be. They had their eyes in the wrong place. That should not happen ever.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
Now on 1st and goal as they try to answer that opener with a touchdown of their own. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
Offense trying to go push pass on 1st down the goal line, but the defense, tremendous surge up front. They get penetration, and they get the tackle for a loss. you've got a golden opportunity here now on third down. I know you just threw an incompletion, but you've had a really nice drive to start this game. You want to cap this thing off, and you want to do that by scoring a touchdown. So think about who your best playmakers are and who needs to get a look on this critical third down. Whether you're running it or you're throwing it, the best players touch the ball right here.
Oh, those are those opportunities in the game. You got a chance to take points off the board, make a big play, and you just couldn't squeeze the interception. That's one of those plays coaches come back to, talk about, say, think if we get this pick and we start taking this the other.
Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Touchdown, Clemson. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. Extra point here will tie the game.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They want to run this quarterback. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, you know, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the 4th quarter.
That's caught. It's locked. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
They'll snap it from the 39. 1st and 10. To the air. It's Carr. Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
And back to the air on 2nd down. A strike downfield. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. He picked up a big chunk of yardage there, and there will be Irish jigs going in the stands.
And a lot of excitement. If they can find these down-the-field explosive plays and find a wide receiver out there they can depend on.
He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Irish.
And the biggest thing is identifying coverages, right? Like quarterback has to line up and see what he's seeing and see those safeties. I know outside with that safety in the middle of the field, I got a chance to attack and attack deep with my speedster, and he does a great job throwing the football out there, and he does the rest with the catch and then striding it into the end zone.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Williams. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. Looking downfield on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Smith. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. First play of the period, 1st down here. Receiver on the move, gets the touch pass. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Clemson jumps to the line. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. Showing the arm strength to the left. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can...
Oh, he's got some space. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down. Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Makes the grab. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Starts a drive trying to go up top. With the catch, it's Brown. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and shoot.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass, it's Klubnik. He uncorks a bullet to the right. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now in this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
He's going up top. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. I guess they believe the entire field is 4-down territory. A bit of an odd choice, but they'll go for it on 4th and 12 miles. Time to take a shot. Got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Clemson.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Notre Dame lines up quickly.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time to make some damage down.
Turning it on. There he goes. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
And they find the big play wide receiver again. This guy has been featured early, and it looks like it's going to be often. Already over 100 yards, still in the second quarter. He is having himself a day.
Back to throw, it's Carr. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Gonna swing it on second down. Trying to get behind the defense. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Smith. He was loose and setting sail, and they stop him at the 6-yard line. Got to get everybody on the same page in a hurry. Looking to throw. Lets it fly. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
Quarterback now breaking the field. Got his man. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Wideout trying to get it in. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He calls for the fair catch and makes it deep in his own end, and he might have been better off seeing if that ball would just trickle into the end zone. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking to pass, it's Carr. Fires to the big fella. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Notre Dame right back to the line. Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Gonna take a shot. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Sends it downfield. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And after the interception, able to get it in plus territory, taking it back to the 41. Here come the Irish back on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes.
Got some room to run. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. Now inside the 20. First and 10 from the 18. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. And now a chance to pull even. First and goal as we get late in the first half. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
Man, that is picture-perfect execution by this offense. That is how you close a half. Chewing up some time, getting in the end zone, a chance to tie this up and feel really good about yourself going into halftime.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Fielded in the end zone, it's Randall. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking to throw on first down. The short hands, it's Brown. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Thought for a minute they were going to turn that into a score. They get the big play, but time runs out here in the half. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Randall. And he pumps it up inside the 20. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
Very rarely do you have a play on defense where you've got 30 yards head of steam built up to come make a collision. On kickoff and kickoff return you do, and a lot of times you see big sticks and fumbles happen as a result.
They'll try the run. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. And he gets it out past the sticks, and Notre Dame will have a first down. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. A first down run on the doorstep. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
And this defense has given up some yards, getting all the way down here to first and goal, but great job on first and goal. Getting the tackle for a loss and not guaranteeing a pass, but putting this offense in a more difficult situation and trying to end this drive by only giving up a field goal.
Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. With that latest touchdown pass, might be a good time to mention Brady Quinn threw 6 touchdown passes against BYU. That record might be in jeopardy.
And that's a good day. If you're starting to talk about that already, you know he's spinning it. He's in the zone. He's feeling it, reading the defense, everything coming out on target. He is having himself a day.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. To do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Fires to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Needing to convert, Clemson comes to the line. On fourth down, going to the air. He lets one fly deep. Makes the catch down the right side. And he's got enough for the first down, and it'll be at the 35.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. They just keep firing. That one comes out hot down the right side. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Back to pass, it's Carr. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
Notre Dame comes to the line needing a chunk play on third down. Throws to the wideout. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a fourth down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Going right to work up top. He's taking the shot. And it's his fourth interception of the night. Takes it the other way. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Gets the back moving. To the air, it's Carr. He lobs one high down the left side. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. Looking for more room. The 40. The 20. Touchdown, Tigers. And what a turn of events as this defense gets to pick 6.
And that's a great job by the defender there, back in his own end. He knew he had to make a play. He jumped the route, caught it, and he takes it all the way back. Forget flipping the field. How about scoring a touchdown?
They got the touchdown, but now they want the 2 to tie this baby up. Wants to go up top. Steps away. And that was so close to a turnover in the end zone. The defense almost with the huge play. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Young. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. To the air, it's Carr. He's got him. At the 40, there he goes. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. Wants to throw again. Unloads to the wideout. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. He'll try to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Dude, talk about having to have it. We needed to force the turnover. We had to get the football back. They're in such a good position to run out the clock, try to win. No, sir. Our ball, 1st down.
To the air on 1st down. To the end zone, and it is picked off. Got room on the return. And a super return as he takes it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
What an amazing play by the defense. Not only do you get the interception, but you completely flip the field. And how about the open field running by that guy once he made the pick?
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a...
There he goes! Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if they can score, and touchdown Irish! And they take it in for 6 more points. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way.
It's a fake. The kicker wants to throw it. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Turner. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Looking downfield, it's Klubnik. Oh, they're after him. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Clemson is quick to the line.
Nice job by this defense getting to the QB and getting him on the ground, creating the negative play. This offense must have seen something because they're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
And he's thrown another interception. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Wants to throw on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Coming out with it, it's Turner. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. I guess a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Going over the top. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Well, they're not able to hook up there, but considering this guy already has 2 touchdown catches in this game, now the offensive coordinator is dialing up more passes his way, and you know the quarterback, he's got like a sonar on him. He's always aware of where he is, and I like the idea. I'm going to keep throwing this guy the football and see if he can get another touchdown.
Looking downfield, it's Carr. Bringing the heat. Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Under fire. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. Made that play and was hoping to make another one on the return, but they'll take it in business at the 41. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Showing the arm strength down the left side. Makes the grab deep. He's brought down the one, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Looking downfield on 1st down. Here's the pressure. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll pitch it. And that one will go in reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option. Here comes the option. He'll toss it. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the 1st down. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll toss it. He will not pick up the 1st down. The desperation play, and that one might have sealed their fate. This offense is stuck way back in its own end of the field. Wide open downfield. Brought down at the 23. It's a 15-yard pickup to get them way out of their own end. From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They go to the ground. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down. Still going. A lot of room to the right. He's loose. Touchdown, Notre Dame. And the stomping has commenced.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Scanning the field. It's the fake, and he wants to throw. And he's got it off the fake. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home. He'll bring it out. It's Randall. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. He'll start this drive firing. Here's a throw downfield late. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tigers!
When you can run like that, the quarterback is going to give you opportunities. And look at him run by the defenders. QB sees it, stick the hand up in the air, catch the football, get to the end zone.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. Fielded in the end zone, it's Young. It's great to think you're going to score every time you return it, but man, what a bad decision. He's down at the 6. And what is this? They're setting up the punt on first down. A low line drive and not his best work. After this, it'll be a wrap. Timeout is called with just a single second left. Defensive back spread all over the field trying to take away the pass. Wants to throw. It's Klubnik. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Bought a little time. Lets it go. And that pass will be incomplete, and time has run out on this game. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.